what shall I pack in the lunchbox today? There's a website, or there's a YouTube channel. Lunchbox World. Make sure you like and subscribe, because you know, I'm the Lunchbox lady and this is the world of lunchboxes, Lunchbox World. I cannot believe it's Thanksgiving already, which means nipping at its heels is Christmas. So I'm really excited to say I am kicking off my 12 days of Christmas. So do make sure you like and subscribe. I'll make sure I get all my Santa's gear on and make it really festive to help you get into the spirit of Christmas and, you know, having fun with your food. So each day I'll be dropping a different video, a different tip, a different idea that's going to really help you keep putting the fun into packed lunches, but also keep connecting with your kids or whoever you make the lunchbox for. Okay, so we're back to the Yumbox Panino. Now the clue is on the serviette. It's a wreath idea. Now it is the 1st of December, so maybe you've got your wreath up on the door already. Now if you can't get hold of bagels, and you may have seen the wreath idea that I did last year, the Christmas lunchbox idea, check the link above. If you don't have bagels, you can easily just make it out of bread. You just need 2 cutters, so a larger one which is just inside the diameter of this slice of bread, and then the smaller one so you can cut out the middle section. And for this one we're just going to do them like 2 open sandwiches, so they're going to, you could make one wreath with 2 on top of each other if that makes sense, but I just thought, you know what, we're going to decorate both. These are going to be eaten in the lunchbox, so you do the large circle with the cutter and then you do the small one. Now do make sure you check out the 12 days of Christmas. This is day 1. I will be dropping lots more. These little sort of penny size coins, they're going to come into another idea later, so you know, these ideas are all full of cutters, so do make sure you like and subscribe to see them all. So this idea, we're using Philadelphia. It could be whatever filling of your choice. All you'd have to do is just make sure that you cut out the inner circle. If you are using, I don't know, ham, chicken slices, cheese slices, whatever, I just thought for ease I would use cream cheese because it's a little bit like, well, it's great, it's a bit like icing where you can stick things on top. Now you could easily spin this idea off into cookies. So we've got some slices of cucumber, you can see on the board as well. We've got a little mini pepper. Do make sure you check out all the mini lunchbox ideas as well. So we've got a little star shape. It could be whatever shape of your choice, and do check out the description box, because in the description box I've got lots of links to kit that I use which you might find helpful, so do check it out. Do check out the description box. So we've sliced up the pepper in a slightly different way. Sometimes I do it, you know, using different cutters, and we're using a little bit of crest to add in another splash of colour. But again, this is just an idea and I'm hoping it's going to inspire you to just, you know, have a go. And yes, with the crest it is a little bit fiddly. You could use dill, you could use little bits of basil or parsley. It's just another kind of idea. And then pomegranate seeds are quite handy as well to just pop on the top. But you know, you could pivot this idea and do lots of sort of dried fruits on it, like apricot or raisins or things like that, you know, or different, as I say, fruits, you know, dried mango. So anyway, so we've got also a whole load of new cupcake cases, and I wanted the red ones. Again, it's kind of, you know, the colorway for this was sort of green and red, and I just wanted to sort of get into the Christmas spirit, if you like. So do make sure you check out the bakery or baking aisle. Pretzels, I think, are a firm favourite as well, the salty ones. A handful of raspberries are going to go in the middle section, and then I just love making these love hearts out of plum tomatoes. So these are little mini plum tomatoes, and here I'm just going to show you the technique really quickly. So they've got to be plum, they've got to be sort of oblong shaped. You do a diagonal cut, rotate one end 90 degrees, and then skewer them together. And these are just such a fun way, I think, of just popping in a little bit of love into the lunchbox. You might have seen other videos where I've done it with salami, little mini salamis. You could do it with little mini sausages, cocktail sausages, anything that's sort of an oblong shape. So if you've got oversized grapes, they work really, really well as well. And so yeah, I do like to just remind everyone to sort of keep remembering to put the love in the lunchbox, because sometimes it's nice having that contact from home, reminding you that, you know, say this is being packed for a child, that, you know, the parents are thinking of them, they might be having a bit of a hard day at school, so it's just really, really nice. Now, I do love these mini jammy dodgers. They're typically English, they've got a love heart in the middle. I think IKEA do similar ones, but I could have just put them in as they are, but I thought, you know what, no, we're decorating them like a wreath. So I was inspired by the little wreath idea. I found some sprinkles. I've got a whole load more sprinkles that I'm using in some of the lunchbox ideas as part of the 12 days of Christmas. I also got some new sort of edible glue and edible icing pens, which is just really, really handy to just, you know, because the thing is, you could get your child or whoever this lunchbox is for, they could be decorating these the night before, just getting it ready, getting into the festive spirit, you know, the spirit of Christmas and things. And what I love about having done and created this 12 days of Christmas is that all of these ideas, you know, they're making things out of just sprinkles and just being creative and just thinking in colour and just having a little bit of fun along the way. And also it's, you know, finger dexterity, it's, you know, it is a little bit fiddly, so, but, you know, you can get bigger jammy dodgers than this. You don't have to do the teeny weeny ones. I mean, look at these lovely little gingerbread men. So I thought, yeah, you know, let's just use all of the sprinkles and just make this lunchbox fun. And it is all wreath inspired, and I'm hoping that you can see that, you know, there is carbohydrates because of the bread, there's cream cheese, there's some fruit, there's some savoury snacks, and then there's a sweet treat. And, you know, this is just one of the meals that they'll be getting out of 3 for that day. And, you know, I'm hoping that they open this up and they'll just, you know, think, what a fun lunchbox idea. But, you know, you can easily decorate cookies at the weekend. You could, as I say, do these the night before, store them in an airtight container overnight, so that they're just ready for the next day. And do make sure as well that you pop in an ice pack, keep the food safe. If you're not sure, I have got another video that I created, which is, you know, how to keep the food safe until lunchtime. And if you are new to packing lunchboxes, I've also done a video on, you know, some foods that you may not think are potential choking hazards. So, you know, with the tomato in this idea, you know, do make sure it's not for a teeny weeny little person, because also the wreath idea is quite big in this lunchbox idea. But I really hope you like it. So this is the edible glue pen. You can find these in the baking aisle, and all of these sprinkles as well. And in my local supermarket, they've got so many new sprinkles this year, so I will make sure I share that in the next video. So the next video, day 2, is going to be a letter to Santa. So do make sure you subscribe. Do make sure you click the bell as well for notifications. And, you know, if you do like this idea, if you like anything on the channel, please give it a love heart, or, you know, a little festive emoji, little Christmas tree, whatever you like, because then that lets YouTube know that actually you do like the content, and that really helps me and supports the channel, because, yeah, it's just sharing the love, isn't it? And I really hope that if you do also get inspired by this channel, that you let your friends know and share the love. Now, there's lots of free resources as well. I forgot to say, there's lots of free resources over on lunchboxworld.co.uk where you can sign up, and I've created a little My 3 Secrets of how to get the kids to eat the lunchbox, because I know I used to struggle, and I thought, you know what did work for my 3 kids? My 3 kids are a lot older now, but, you know, a lot of the healthy habits have stuck with them. So, you know, if I can share things with you, I've really helped. That's what I want to do. I want to inspire, excite with food, and I just think this is so colourful. So do watch out, do make sure you like and subscribe, and meanwhile, YouTube thinks you're going to like these videos. So see you in the next video.